Hi, and welcome to our video on creating an assignment. Go to mathrightnow.com and log in by clicking the orange Teacher Student Account Login button. Enter your login information. Upon clicking Login, you'll be taken to your page where you have your classes listed. If you need help creating classes, please view the video on creating a class. Of course, you can create new classes right here by simply clicking the Create a New Class button. Suppose you want to create an assignment for Algebra 2 Period 4. You do want to make sure you have at least one student enrolled before you create that class. So you want to give your students the class code and have them join. If you need help on inviting students, please watch the video on inviting students to your class. So we're going to click the View Assignment button. We're going to create a new assignment by clicking the Create New Assignment button and call the assignment whatever you like. Suppose I'm going to name it Test Number 4 or Test Number 5 Review. Give it any name you like. And suppose I want to start that assignment on a Tuesday. Let's say Tuesday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So just type in whatever time you want, using the up and down arrows. Alright, so we have 3 o'clock. That's AM, so we might want to do it PM, but any time would work. Okay, press the check button, and now you want to give it an end date. So suppose we're going to give them to the 30th of October. We're just going to click that, and again, you can type in any time you like. Let's say I'm going to go to 11:59, give them that full day, and click the check mark. So the start date, students will have to start it or can't start it till, in this particular case, 10/30/2019, 10/20 that is, and it ends at 10/30/2019. Next, we'll have some options that we can choose. Now the options are all described by clicking the check mark next to the option. It tells you what that option is and what you can do with it. The View Solution option is a very important one. In essence, when you give an assignment, you may want the students to not be able to view that solution until after they've answered the question. For example, if you're given a quiz or a test with the Math Right Now site, you might want to check that button. This way the student can only view the option, or view the solution that is, after they answer the question. You could do the same thing with the lesson. Some teachers like to leave the lesson on to allow the student to watch a lesson and then try to answer the question. We have a similar option which allows students to try similar types questions just for extra practice and extra review. We have a print option where you can enable the print. Sometimes teachers might want to shut that off if they want everything done online. And we can also scramble the questions, which is a very popular option. Suppose you give an assignment, you might want to scramble the questions. All the students receive the same questions, just in a different order. That makes it a little more difficult to kind of compare answers. So let's leave those two options. And we're going to click Submit, and we'll be taken to our Choose Question page. Now we do want to click OK. Now make sure you click the class or classes that you want to assign it to. Here I'm only assigning it to Algebra 2 Period 4, so I'll click that. And all the students will open up here. I have one test student here. If you wanted to send it to just an individual student, of course, you can simply select that individual student, or if you want to remove a student, you can remove students from the assignment. And if you had several classes, you can certainly select multiple classes to send the same assignment to. At that point, after you selected the class or classes, we're going to hit Submit, and we get that green box. We're going to hit OK. Now we're ready to pick or select our questions. Let's go ahead and select our questions for this assignment. Okay, we're going to click Select Questions for this assignment. Now we do have to fill in the branch, topic, and concept fields. So if we click on this branch field, we'll pick the class that we're trying to pick questions for. So here we have Common Core Algebra 2. We'll click the topic box, and all the major topics will open up. So suppose we want to pick something from topic B, and then if we click the concept box, we get the individual concepts in that topic. So suppose we're going to start with this first concept, and we could cycle through the questions either by selecting them here, or we can use our arrows to go to quickly scroll through the questions. You might also notice we have some questions labeled MC. That would indicate multiple choice. We also have some questions in some other concepts that here's one here, a free response question. That's what the F would indicate, some kind of free form answer. And we also have questions which we call proofs, which are basically long response questions. We don't have any in this particular section. And we're going to select whatever questions we want. So suppose we want this question here, we're just going to click Insert. And we can kind of pick as many questions as we want. Insert. Alright, let's say we're going to insert those 3. And then we might want to pick a different concept. So let's go over to, let's say, concept 5. And we have a question here that we might like, so we're going to insert it. You'll notice we have some free-form questions here. Let's say we have this question here. Notice it's sort of it's a free answer. There's no multiple choices. We'll click Insert. And you might see a question that has a P. P is, again, one of those long responses. So it might be a graph, or if it's in geometry, it might be a proof. And we can insert those as well. All right, once we have the number of questions we want, we could save it, which will save those questions for us. And if we're ready to assign to the students, we can click Assign to Students Now, and that will immediately assign the questions to those students. So let's click Assign to Students Now, and notice here it says Assigned. Okay, now once you've assigned the students the questions, you can go back to your classes here on the side. And over here, Algebra 2 Period 4, if we view the assignment, we can go click on that and notice it says Assigned. And again, it'll tell you how many students are enrolled in the class. If you click View Result, there won't be anything here yet, but you will have the students' names listed and their progress on the assignment. And then later on, you can view the results of that assignment. But that would complete this video on creating an assignment. Thanks for watching.